Are we live?
Yes. What is going on? It feel like we've been away from the good people for a while now for the Impact Wrestling review. But welcome back, Impact Wrestling for 2018. And I gotta admit, I don't know about you, but I thought this show was awesome. It was great. I loved it. I know what it was. I mean, I was on my phone, but like it was only during like commercials because I was typing at the same time and I'm watching the show too. So that I think that within itself makes me watch the show a little bit more intently anyway. But I really enjoyed the show, um, except for one match which we will get to that I'm really still very mad about. I just don't I just didn't personally understand it. But Casey, any I guess overall thoughts? I really enjoyed the show for whatever reason. I don't know what it was, but I liked it, especially the matches that were actually in the Impact Zone. I, except for one.
I think I think I know what match you're talking about, and it made me mad too. But we'll get to that. We will get to that. Um, I I don't know if this was a great show. Like I like you, I thought it was a really good show, but I don't know if it really was that good of a show or if it's just that there's been a 2 week hiatus, so we haven't had new Impact content in 2 weeks. So it's kind of like you know you wait for something so long, and sometimes it feels better than it is. Um, but it was definitely a good show. I definitely liked the matches again, except for one that was stupid.
Yeah. Anyway, let's jump into the show. We start off with the video package, basically promoting everything on the show. And I like this video package because I felt like it made everything feel bigger. It promoted all the big feuds there. You had EC3 followed by and Matt Sydal. More so, kind of the EC3 and Matt Sydal is kind of the inner feud within that. Obviously, you got OVE and LAX. You got Eli Drake and Alberto El Patron. I think it may have been one more. And obviously, the James Storm and Dan Lambert as well, with American Top Team and Lashley and all of that was in there as well. I really just felt like this video package made this show feel bigger. Um, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it's the way it was or kind of it encompassing a little bit of everything, but it really made the show feel that much bigger. Casey, any thoughts on the video package before we get into the first match of the show that probably could have been match of the night, probably was match of the night?
Um, but yeah, I definitely I like when they do opening video packages like this, hyping up kind of what's going to be on the show. Um, again, Impact does, and I don't think people give them enough credit because WWE doesn't do it, where they'll hype up the show and like get you excited for what's going to happen tonight, and then even before every commercial, they're like coming up next, this or that or whatever match, and we always complain that WWE doesn't do that. Like they don't get you excited to tune in to Raw or SmackDown or stay after the commercial break half the time. But Impact does that, and I don't think they get enough credit for it.
Yeah, definitely agree. We started out with a great X Division Championship match, an amazing, phenomenal. It was great. I loved it. Trevor Lee going up against Taji Ishimori for the X Division Championship. I thought this match was amazing. I love that it kind of started off technical, but then it broke off into the kind of contrast, different styles. It broke off into Trevor Lee trying to be a little bit more gritty, slow the pace down a little bit, whereas Ishimori was trying to speed everything up. And you could definitely see when Ishimori speeded everything up, that's when he took advantage when Trevor Lee kind of slowed it down and kind of got into his grittiness a little bit, his aggressiveness a little bit, kind of smash mouth style. He kind of started to get the advantage. And I like that about this match because I like the storytelling of the match within itself. But this was definitely a really good match. I love the freaking handspring round kick reversal into the flipping crossbody. That was the greatest thing I've probably ever seen in my life. Until Trevor Lee does something else crazy, and I'm be like, bro, that's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like I love this man so much. He's so good. I also love that obviously Ishimori could not fight off Caleb Conley the whole match, but there were certain times where he kind of like had it, he kind of like had done his homework and knew that Caleb Conley would be getting involved in some sort of fashion. I thought that was definitely nice. There was one more big reversal that I was thinking of that I can't remember right offhand. I can't remember what it was though. But I know the freaking round kick into the flipping crossbody was amazing. That I just love the flipping crossbody anyway. But then like the way he reversed that somehow into that was just ridiculous. Oh, it was it was that power the big power bomb spot that and the backslide into the power bomb by Trevor Lee. That was freaking awesome. That was really amazing. I feel like this match really kind of like we said with the WWA show that we reviewed last night with Hysteria. Also, go check that review out, by the way. That this match felt like it was everything that we really want and love about wrestling in this one match, and I really enjoyed it. You had, like you said, you had the high flying and everything, but you also had technical and the in ring prowess of both of these men as well. Taiji Ishimori ends up winning the X Division Championship and with his 450 splash, and this match was just really good. I just really enjoyed it. This match was amazing. I loved it. Casey, I hope that we get more like showcases of the X Division like this, coming up. And also since Trevor Lee lost, cue Cult of Lee break up now because it's gonna happen. Casey, thoughts on the opening X Division Championship match?
Yeah, I thought it was really good. Amy didn't like it, so go send all your hate tweets.
How? What is wrong with her?
Go send all your hate mail tweets to Amy. Her Twitter is ARB913. But I thought it was awesome. I think these two work really well together. I think this is a match that definitely really showed exactly what Ishimori can do. Because I mean, we've seen him a bunch before in TNA Impact GFW Championship Wrestling. But I think this really showcased exactly what he could do, and I was super excited when he won the title. I popped really hard. I hope they keep it on him for a while. I hope they don't do the typical, heel gets his rematch and wins the title right back, because I'll be really upset. But I do kind of hope they do set up a Cult of Lee breakup or somehow get the title on Caleb Connolly. Like, give Ishimori a couple weeks with the title and then have him versus Caleb Connolly and give Caleb Connolly the title, because I would love to see Caleb Connolly have a title run. But definitely a really good match to open the show. I liked it.
And I'm going to shift real quick to the him being approached by Desmond Xavier after the match in the backstage. I know we got a little video package before that, but since this is kind of goes with this, I really like this. I like Desmond Xavier kind of putting in his head that last time we were in the ring, I beat you, so kind of keeping that in the back of your mind. I'm excited for Desmond Xavier to get a shot too. I'm honestly surprised Desmond Xavier didn't win the title before Ishimori did. But Casey, any thoughts on the backstage with Desmond Xavier or the potential matches they could have?
I basically does set up a match because he agreed to it. So obviously we're going to be getting Ishimori versus Desmond Xavier, and I'm definitely excited for that match. I think that's going to be another good match whenever they have it. Hopefully not too soon, just because, like I said, I want to see Ishimori have a bit of a title run before he, drops it to somebody. But I'm definitely excited for that match.
Alrighty, then we had the video package from WrestlePro with Eli Drake and Alberto El Patron. I really like Alberto El Patron. I don't know what it is, but I really like for whatever reason, and I think it might be the heel thing that he's doing now. But I really enjoy even in promos. I enjoy Alberto El Patron, especially in this like video package type setting too. Like I really enjoyed this video package. Obviously, Eli Drake, A1. Since Rabbit ain't here to say it, A1 platinum on the mic. This man, like, what is it, man? Like what? Like I'm gonna vow to figure out what it is that makes Eli Drake the guy you have to listen to. And I want everyone to import that into their promos. Everyone. Because, like, this, like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the way he talks. I don't know if it's tonality. I don't know if it's his voice inflection. But the dude, for me, and it may just be me, he may just have me hooked. But, like, I just cannot stop listening to him. When he starts talking, I'm like, okay, I'm in. I'm ready. What you got to say, Eli Drake? And it might be the same thing he said last week, but dang on it, I gotta listen. This dude is just so good. I feel like he needs, like, I'm trying to think of a title that he could really promote. And I hope he doesn't leave because I really love Eli Drake. Because I know there's been some rumors out there about that. But like I just love this guy on the mic. He's really good. Like I can't say it enough, and I'm still trying to figure out what it is that's so endearing about him on the mic. But it's ridiculous. Casey, thoughts on the video package between Alberto El Patron and Eli Drake? Yeah.
First of all, don't get lost in the sauce. You got to say that at least once.
True.
But I don't know if it was this segment of this Bex because there was a couple different segments for Wrestle Pro for the main event or whatever. Wasn't the main event? It was like semi-main event or whatever between Eli Drake and Alberto. But there was one point, and obviously the show was at like a high school, but there was one point where Eli Drake is walking in his ring gear with just his trunks on through a high school like hallway, and I was just like, that's awkward. And many he's like, bruh, there's kids going through that hall. And anyway, I think it is just, his part of his voice inflection, and just he tells you that you have to listen in. Like, he doesn't give you an option. Like, he just you have to listen to him. And I know DJ doesn't want him to leave Impact, and there's rumors that a bunch of people might be leaving the Impact, and oh my God, they're going out of business. But this is gonna be, you might want to sit down for this, because I hate The Miz.
I'm sitting.
I don't, but I would love to see a Miz versus Eli Drake feud. I think that would be amazing, and you would have to pay attention to it. Like, imagine.
Can you repeat that? You cut out for a second. I want to make sure I hear it.
I would love an Eli Drake versus The Miz feud.
What? What?
I would love to have The Miz feud with Eli Drake.
Wow.
If nothing else, just for the promos.
Shocking.
Because they would be phenomenal.
They would. Say that. It would be the best promo built like ever.
And then it would probably be just a dud match. Like, what? Just a roll up and that's it.
Moving on, we had LAX in the clubhouse. Konnan still recovering from the fireball. I still don't understand how he did that. He just pulled out like Dragon Ball Z on that man. I still don't understand how he did that. And there was no explanation behind it either. Like he magical or something. Like they didn't even let us know. But Konnan, he's obviously upset about this whole thing. He wants LAX to get their revenge. So I'm excited to see where that's going to go. Cause that should definitely be interesting to see kind of where that's going to go. Casey, any thoughts on Konnan and the fireball that we still don't understand?
Yeah, I don't get it. But OVE is the greatest. They're better than LAX, especially this LAX, because I said it tonight when me and Amy were watching Impact together.
I thought y'all couldn't watch shows together because y'all aren't in the same location. Remember that?
I mean, what was like we was on the FaceTime, and
Now, remember y'all can't watch shows together because y'all ain't in the same location. You told me this yesterday.
I ain't said that. That's not what I said.
You said these words, and I was like, bro, y'all can get on the FaceTime, you can get on the Skype. I said these words specifically. We got it documented. It's on the channel somewhere.
Anyway, I was saying it ain't really LAX without Supermax. I'm still saying it. Still ain't LAX.
Plus two, like low key gone. Where he go though? What low key at though? Just saying. He supposed to be coming out of nowhere stuff.
He gonna pop out of nowhere somewhere.
All right. Moving on, we had the James Storm promo, which I liked as usual. And I'm gonna give you. Should I give you the Grand Championship match? Do you want the Grand Championship match?
I mean, maybe.
Okay. Well, you know what? Because I gotta go put Raven up real quick. I'm gonna let you talk about the James Storm promo. And if you still talking about it when I come back, then obviously you really liked it. And I mean, obviously you really liked it, and I can take the Grand Championship promo, Grand Championship match. But
I didn't pay attention to the promo.
You didn't pay. Okay. We're gonna skip ahead to the Grand Championship match, the triple threat, first one ever.
I mean, but if you want to talk about the promo, you could get it.
I thought it was pretty good. Like, I mean, it's typical James Storm promo when he's about to leave and he's all hyped up.
Yeah,
how it goes.
yeah.
And then we had the Grand Championship match. I was very interested to see how this would go, considering it was triple threat. We've never seen it before. Matt Sydal versus Falaba. I love this man so much. Versus EC3. I mean, like there's so much love in this match. Like, I love EC3, I love Matt Sydal, and I love Falaba. Like, how am I gonna do this? How is this gonna work? Like, how am I gonna cheer for anybody in this match? But Casey, I mean, do you want to take the first round? Take the first round.
I mean, this was a match. It was a match. But yeah, I actually really liked the match. I still don't like the title anyway. Definitely a really good match. The first round, Falaba won, so I was hyped. He definitely came out, and I love Falaba, I do, but it made sense that he won the first round because he a big fella. They want him to get too gassed, so they let him win the first round, and then the other fellas can win the second round and the third round. But Falaba wins the first round, so I was excited about that. The second round was very heavily in EC3's favor, kind of coming back. EC3 does win the second round. At that point, I assumed, with it being a triple threat match, I assumed somehow Matt Sydal was going to win the third round because that would have been typical. And then obviously, EC3 would have retained, but he does not. And EC3 does retain the stupid Grand Championship. Hashtag retire the Grand Championship. I said it. Other people liked it on Twitter, so it should happen. Retire it. It's stupid. But definitely, I think it was an interesting twist to the Grand Championship match. I don't know that it was enough to really make me care about the title anymore because I still don't. But it was something new at least. And we still don't know who these judges are.
I'm so done with you not caring about titles. Like you don't care about this title. You don't care about the Universal title because it's red. God forbid. And you don't care about this title. You don't care about this title because the score is always 10-9.
I don't care about the title because it's doing nothing, and other people agreed with me on Twitter. And I don't care about the Universal title because it's never defended, it's not used correctly, and it looks stupid.
It's about how you said more than it looks stupid. Because usually that's all you say is it looks stupid. Anyway, I actually like the Grand Championship. So I think they should not retire the Grand Championship. I personally like the match type. I don't think it takes away from any sort of part of the match at all. I don't pay enough attention to the short 2 second break that they take to announce who won the round for it to really affect the match, because I mean they spend more time laying outside of the ring anyway, like during matches, than they do taking this break. So I don't think I personally still like the Grand Championship. I like the match type.
Well,
I don't, and I guess the thing is, like, I don't always understand it. Like, it doesn't always make sense. They don't always have, like, number one contenders that make sense, but still, like, from a match standpoint, the matches have always felt to me like they felt good.
we'll see. You and Rabbit originally said that it had more of a like and sort of MMA feel, and Amy's a pretty big MMA fan, right? She says she hates this match type, so that right there, it prove it's stupid. It's stupid.
Well, I don't just agree with Amy every chance I can get either. But I mean, I don't necessarily think it's dumb. I think it kind of has less of an MMA feel now. Because before it was like it felt like it was more MMA. Now it feels like it's more wrestling with like some sort of break in, like two breaks in the middle or whatever. But I don't know. Like I still like it. I still enjoy the matches. They found a way to put storylines within them, which I like now too. Because before you weren't really getting many storylines. It was just kind of like who can win the match, and there you go. But now they've been able to put more storylines in it. I think they're soon to get rid of the title anyway, or change the rules of the match, or change the rules of the title anyway. By the way, that Matt Seidel's talking about having a normal match for this title, because once you have a normal match for this title, I don't know if you can go. I don't know if they would go back to the Grand Championship rules, or I don't know if it would be kind of a specialty thing just for certain occasions or what. So, but I enjoyed this match. I like Falaba dominating that first round. I thought that was good. I like that. And then EC3 doing his thing. And like you said, I expected Matt Seidel to come out and win the third round, but he ended up not, and EC3 ended up winning. And I was actually kind of surprised. I don't know. It was just surprising for whatever reason, just because I think we all felt like Matt Seidel was going to win, and then EC3, like you said, was going to retain, just because it was a three-way tie, especially the way they had it set up. I also like Falaba taking that second round off, and it kind of gave him a little bit of an edge early on in the third round, especially being a bigger guy. It makes sense. It's logically makes sense for him to take that round off and regain some stamina before getting back into the third round. And I think it helped him out a little bit too. You could see it in the match, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was good.
But did you see him fall over the top rope and hit the stairs? Ooh.
Yeah, I saw that poor man. Like, I was like, bro, they ain't gotta do that man like that. That's messed up. but I'm excited because we did have a little Matt Seidel promo after this, kind of talking about how he wants a normal match. He kind of just wants that one-on-one normal match with EC3, because he feels like he can beat him, because there at the end, EC3 got saved by the bell, which I also like about this match, because it can continue feuds without disqualifications and countouts and all that. I mean, it's still kind of a countout, but it's more of a time limit type countout. And I like, I want to see where that goes. I want to see if that's going to change the rules. Like I said, is it going to change the rules of the title, or what's going to happen with that? Because I feel like it all leads to Matt Seidel winning this title. Let's be honest. But anyway, moving on, we took a look into Johnny Impact, which was okay. I think I liked his interview work more than I mean, the highlights are cool and everything too. I guess if you don't know him, I don't know how you don't know him at this point, but it was interesting. Casey, thoughts on the inside look into Johnny Impact? I guess is what we call this.
I don't think this did anything. Like, I mean, all we know now is that he was never Mr. Nice Guy, and I was like, but you are pretty nice though. That, like, you come off as a real nice guy. I'm just saying that's. But he's not a nice guy apparently. No Mr. Nice Guy. Yeah.
You right. Moving on, we got James Storm versus Dan Lambert.
Oh God.
Um, I understand, like I get it, because I always try to look at both sides of the spectrum, right? I really do, and I understand like the heel heat and to get American Top Team over a little bit, and James Storm leaving anyway, but like, why? I just did. I mean, I just didn't understand this. To me, and this other dude, I can't. The dude on the crutches, I don't know his name. The dude on the crutches got his whole face wrapped up, his whole body. This man in a full body cast at this point. This man struggling. Like this man is struggling. That poor dude. Like, first off, before we get into the match, that poor man. Um, but Dan Lambert told American Top Team to, he said he got this. He got this. He can stay in the back. And like before the bell could even ring, I don't even remember the man's name. Alice Cabasaro or whatever came out there. I still don't see how Josh Matthews and Jerry Boyce remember these people's names, because like I can't barely remember them. And then obviously you had King Mo come out, which was shocking. I don't know if anybody expected him to show up. King Mo came out to help out. Lashley came out. Kobe Covington, obviously, and then the rest of American Top Team. Insert names here. And basically, they just kind of beat down on James Storm until Dan Lambert can pin him. James Storm fought it off a couple times. Then KM comes in with the beer bottle, which I thought was the most surprising moment, because I just wasn't thinking about KM at that point. And then basically they end up hitting James Storm with 2 beer bottles, and Dan Lambert ends up hitting him, and James Storm's career is over. And baby, I'm coming home with the phone call at the end of afterwards or whatever. This man, no, he ain't gonna stay away from wrestling. Stop it. But anyway, I just didn't like this, because it just felt like it was like a spit in the face of people who want to be cool. I mean, a spit in the face of James Storm. Like, I guess that was my thing. Like I just felt like it was kind of like he didn't put anybody over, especially losing to Dan Lambert. Like, he didn't put anybody over. He didn't even put American Top Team over. Like, they're already over. They're already freaking, like, they're already OP at this point. I guess that was my issue. Like, before, he left before, and it was like after, facing Magnus in a pretty good pay-per-view match, and then he went to WWE for 2 days and then left. But like, I don't know. To me, this just didn't do anything. Like, I'm fine with you losing on your night out, on your last night or whatever. But to me, it just didn't do anything, and I guess that was my issue. Casey, thoughts on Dan Lambert versus James Storm? Hashtag.
I hated this. I hated this. I mean, I agree with you. They always say in the business, you want to go out, putting somebody else over. A lot of guys like to do that, which I don't have a problem with that. Okay, I wouldn't have a problem if James Storm lost this match, no problem at all. But the way he lost it, like, this was a terrible way to send him off. I just didn't like it at all. And on top of that, like, why did he just stand there when the two guys gave him the beer bottle concerto? Like, he just stood there, and they had their hands on his shoulders, like, bruh, you knew something was coming. Like, you couldn't duck, bruh. What?
You would think he would know. Like this has happened to him multiple times. like eventually, you got to know a beer bottle is coming towards your head. Like, and I ain't even talking about just in this match.
And like, I don't know. I'm curious what they're gonna do with the KM thing. I still have Pop on my TV right now, and there was a promo for next week's Impact. About KM joining America Top Team. So I'm curious about that. But like we said, this was a terrible send off for James Storm. I mean, I've heard there's rumors he might go back to WWE. I don't know. I mean, it would be cool to see him back there again, but I don't know. Oh yeah, and Dan Lambert won.
When did Cody Rhodes get blonde hair?
Oh yeah, that's a new thing. Yeah, that's.
Anyway, is Brandy blonde too? I'd be interested to see that. Just saying. Sorry. Moving on. James Storm coming home. He said it. Said he coming home. This man, no, he ain't going away from her. I can't remember, but I don't remember there being a Pluto TV moment of the week or whatever. There was one, but there wasn't the other, right? And I felt like this Abyss Joseph Park memory lane thing was that, but then again, I felt like this was just a precursor to the Chandler Park match. So I didn't know what this was. But it was kind of cool to see young Joseph Park, going up to like Velvet Sky and Matt Morgan and you know you got that old school Abyss out there. You got that Eric Young. I was hype. I was like, I miss you, Eric. I miss you, EY, my boy. And then him beating Bully Ray with the help of Abyss. That was interesting. I was still curious about that. Like as I was watching it, I was like, that was obviously two different people. Like there ain't no way he changed that quick. There ain't no. I mean, this man ain't one of them people. This man ain't one of them like you know how they just put the sheet over him and then they change. Nah, I don't think Joseph Park got that skill. So, but I definitely like this. I miss Bully Ray a little bit. I really do. I think he retired recently, didn't he? But anyway, Casey, thoughts on the flashback moment? I don't think it was actually a flash. I think it was basically a precursor to this match. But anyway, any thoughts?
It was proof that Abyss and Joseph Park are two different people. I told you all along. They two different people. They not the same person. But yeah, I thought it was weird. Like I think it was more of a flashback because it was like I don't. It was just confusing. I don't know. Move on.
Moving on to Chandler Park versus I can't remember this jobber's name. Casey, I'm gonna give you this one because I know you was hype.
I don't think he got a name. I don't remember him having a name, but
like a blonde Sean Stasiak, bro. Like, bro, who is this man? I need to know.
Did you just say a blonde Sean Stasiak?
Yes.
Sean Stasiak was blonde.
Was he? I thought he was brown headed.
No.
I'm gonna go look this up. You got any thoughts on this match? Because I kind of do. I mean, you just don't mess with Grandma Jenny. That's all I'm saying.
I liked it. I was excited for Chandler Park's debut. I have to give Ethan Page so much credit because he is really good at being really bad. Like there was one point where he was thrown off the ropes and he just fell flat face on his face. I was like, bro, how you can do that? Like you bounce off the ropes, not bounce and then go down. Like he definitely sells really good at being really bad, which I love it. And he's undefeated.
Okay, you right. I forgot he had like the blonde on the top there. Anyway, I forgot about that. But anyway, I like this, but the only thing I don't like about it is I feel like they're gonna have to go through this whole transformation like they did with Allie, and I don't want to wait. Like I like the Allie transformation. Don't you get me wrong, but like I don't want to have to wait for another good wrestler to be a good wrestler again. Like I just feel like that's just stupid and redundant and dumb and stupid. Stop it.
See, I don't want him to become a good wrestler. I want him to be this bad wrestler.
Just be the bad wrestler. Book it. All right. Moving on, I think we had the co-main event, as they call it. Um, Eli Drake versus Alberto El Patron. I like this, but I didn't like that they only showed like the highlight type thing. Like, why they do that? Like, it's the grand championship match. Stop it. Why you, bro? Why? Why? But I like that they went out into the crowd and stuff, and they used the trash cans. I thought that was nice. I thought it was a pretty good match though. But I do feel like for whatever reason, sometimes these matches that are away from the impact zone feel kind of at times. Like they have their like parts. I don't know why, but they just feel like that sometimes for me, depending on what the match is. Casey, thoughts on the Grand Championship match? I almost said the global. It is the global champion. The global championship match. So I got confused.
Yeah, the one with the global. Yeah, I love indie promotions and everything like that, but there are certain things about indie shows that can just throw me off or turn me off to them, and it can be the smallest thing. Like I didn't. There was something about the production value of this show or this promotion that I didn't like, or maybe it just didn't translate to Impact. But yeah, I don't know. I just couldn't get into it. I didn't feel like. Not that it was a bad match. The match itself was good. It was just something about I don't know if it was the gymnasium that they were in or the lighting or something. Just I couldn't get into it. I don't know why.
All right, then we had the X Division, the Ultimate X match they had for the. I think this was when they had it for the number one contender spot. They used to have the little X they used to hang up to be the number one contender. I like this. I wish they would have showed more of it though, because I feel like last time they showed like the whole match. This time they showed like 1% of it. And Chris Sabin won, and I was hype. I miss Chris Sabin. Casey, thoughts on this match? It is your favorite match that they didn't show all of.
I must have missed this because I didn't see this because they didn't show the whole thing.
It did not. It didn't count. All right. Moving on, you got Eli Drake talking about how he didn't defend his title everywhere and all that stuff, and then we got the main event of the evening: LAX versus OVE for the Impact Wrestling Tag Team Championships. If LAX loses, they gotta leave Impact. I'm like, y'all really gonna have two people leave Impact like on the same night? No, like, first night of the year, y'all ain't gonna have nobody. Like, bruh. But I like OVE attacking LAX right after they come out the clubhouse. I'm curious though, like, is the clubhouse in the Impact Zone? Is it like, or like, is that like a portal? Like, I feel like where they come out is like a portal. Like, it sends them to like Mexico where the clubhouse is, right? Like, it's gotta be. It sends them like straight to the Crash promotion or something. Like, cause nobody else come out there. Nobody else come out that way. So I feel like I think I might be right. But I like OVE attacking LAX, kind of keeping Santana isolated throughout the first part of this match, keeping them in their corner and everything like that, and taking Ortiz a little bit longer to get back into this match. But I like when Ortiz did get into the match and kind of attacking both men at the same time, using them against each other. I thought that was nice. I don't know where Sami Callihan went though. I feel like he was there, but then he was gone. Like that was weird too. Like it felt like he was there, but then he was gone. OVE finally got on the right side of the numbers for once. I don't know what Diamante was either. She was gone. But LAX found a way to win this match with the street sweeper. They outdid OVE's version of the street sweeper. And they end up not retaining, but regaining the tag team championship. So that was pretty cool. I'm interested to see where this goes. I think I can't remember if Veterans of War are gone or not, but they're not even going to do that rivalry anymore because LAX are supposed to be faces now. So I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I'm wondering where they're going to go with LAX now, like as far as like LAX in the tag championships. I wonder who's gonna challenge for them next. But because I feel like we're back to that point where Impact has no no tag teams now. Like we're seeing Fallah Bahh on his own. You know, we were seeing Garza Jr. for a little bit on his own. Like I'm kind of wondering like if there's even any other challengers there anymore. But Casey, thoughts on the main event of the evening?
I mean, you know, we all know OVE better than this LAX. They was cheated. They was cheated. And let's face it, they're not going nowhere. They're gonna find some loophole. Let's be honest. Unless they're actually leaving, which Impact going out of business.
No, I think it was just if LAX lost, they left. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe I don't know. Amy said it was both, so I don't know. And I listened to her too much, probably. So I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. It was a good match. I still need to understand the fireball. I think that's what I'm stuck at is the fireball. I need to understand. Like, is he magical? Do he have the power? Like, I need to understand. Like, is it like a Hadouken thing? Is it like what is this? Like, I need to understand. Like, don't get it. And is like I don't. Where was the rest of LAX and like where was Sammy Callahan? Like, bruh, where? I don't know. I'm so confused.
Well, as we are very confused, we also look forward for Impact Wrestling next week. I want to see what they do. I guess kind of building on all this. They had a really big show with a lot of bunch of title matches.
A lot of bunch of.
Yeah, that's a new thing. A lot of bunch of. That means like you know a lot. That's like times 10. You know, a lot of bunch of.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll see you guys next time. I think we got our Wrestle Kingdom 12 review or some sort of kind of reaction and review to that show coming up. I think that's it for this week, and then obviously we got the picks for the next round of the layoffs coming up as well. But we will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at ICW_podcast. Also, find a Facebook page, give it a like, hit that like button real hard. Facebook.com/ICW podcast. And other than that, we're going to see you guys next time on the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast. The only podcast that is always, and I mean always, an instant classic.